Hey guys, happy Saturday to everybody. Drop me a quick one in the comment if your Saturday is going pretty good so far. Drop a 2 if your Saturday is not going so well. This Saturday, we posted up at Starbucks, getting a little sunshine in. What's going on? What's going on, Vanish? Glad to see you, man. I saw you subscribed the other day, man. Welcome to the family, man. Like I said, very happy to have you. Hopefully you see the value in crypto, man, and hopefully you're prepared, man, to take advantage of some of these opportunities that are ahead, man. So I want to get wealthy together along with you, man. So let's do it, man. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to come today, and I wanted to kind of connect, firsthand with you guys today. I just wanted to reiterate that. It's been a great opportunity, to embark on this journey. Myself personally, I've been hearing about crypto, just like, I'm sure a lot of other people have, but I was also skeptical, just as everybody else is too, right? And, sometimes you just get to a point, man, where you understand that, if you continue to do the same things, that, you ultimately, can expect to get the same result out of it. So, here we go, guys. With that being said, trying to see if I could relocate, guys, and maybe get to maybe some better lighting. But yeah, guys. So at this point, I just been all in, man, and I encourage everybody else, man, to At the end of the day, life is really about decisions. It's about taking risks, and it's about trying to get ahead of the game, guys. That's one of the things that I think brings value to crypto is the fact that it's a real futuristic approach. Crypto gives us an opportunity to get away from this whole decentralized government, or rather, I should say, formulate this decentralized government, guys, and get away from all the banks and financial institutions, owning all of the money. That's always been the case. They're not going to change it. So, ultimately, if anything changes, it's going to be up to us. So, it's power in team. It's power in unity. I'm a big firm advocate in, us uniting, regardless of what race, color, creed. I think we'll just get so much more done, guys, if we can just put all of that, to the side and really focus on our purpose. I truly feel that everyone has an ultimate purpose as to why they're here. And, some of us are fortunate enough to walk into it, in enough time to make something out of it. And, I personally feel that my purpose is to, spread the awareness of cryptocurrency, to express the value of it, to help everyone to understand that that whole 9 to 5 thing, at the end of the day, that's a decision, guys. So, if we exhibit a little patience, if we put ourselves in position to understand the market, to understand the U.S. dollar and its depreciation, then it's easy to understand why there's so many people that are beginning to inquire about crypto. What is crypto? How do I get into crypto? How much should I invest? And as I'll say to anyone, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor or anything. All of this is my opinion, but I'm a firm advocate of doing the research. And I'll always challenge you to do your own research. Even with the information that I give, it's still going to yet be valuable. That you what we call trust but verify. All right. So, with that being said, let me get into a couple of things. A few things I wanted to talk about, real quickly today in regards to crypto. Where we stand, some quick projections. I want to also be transparent with you, about tokens that, I personally invest in and see value in. And I'm very, very excited about the future of what I think in terms of what I can get on the back end from investing in some of these particular altcoins. And it's not one of those situations where I think it's going to, take forever and a day. I think this is going to be something that, in the next, year to 2 years, it's going to really change a lot of our financial situations. It's going to really impact our overall financial outlook at, how we look at how we accumulate and, how we earn day to day. I'm a firm believer we cannot save ourselves to wealth, guys. This is all about investing. And what you choose to invest in is always going to be up to you. But recognize that we have to put money, we have to put power to our money, and we have to do that through investing. For me, saving, that's for really someone who's really afraid to make some money, by saving. It just is that approach of, oh, I don't know how far I'm going to get with this or this and that, so let's just put this to the side and hold on to it. But the real innovators, the real risk takers out there, we're finding ways to add appreciation to our dollar. And, hence, why I got into cryptocurrency and the dividends that I've received, the returns that I've received through cryptocurrency have allowed me to become financially free and have allowed me to be able to focus specifically on cryptocurrency and, continuing to grow and understand more about it. And also being prepared to put my money where my mouth is, guys. And I think that's one of the most critical, things about skepticism is a lot of times, we're skeptical, but we're not skeptical enough to go and do the research and execute. A lot of times, someone tries to give us some information. We, say, oh, I'm skeptical, and we just leave that alone. And we see that person, maybe a year or 2 years later, and the person is in a completely different financial situation. And then we have the audacity to ask why and how. So I'm being transparent, and saying, guys, for me, my road to wealth, it's in cryptocurrency. And once you understand where we are as the economy, once you understand the surplus that we are in terms of money, once you understand that the depreciation that the US dollar has, then it'll be much easier for you to understand why, people are moving towards crypto, day in, day out. When you look at the numbers and you look at, Coinbase, you look at crypto.com, I was looking at some of those numbers just a few days ago, just since January, the numbers of people that have, come aboard the crypto, but yet just 1% of the world is in crypto, guys. So, think about that. You have an opportunity to be a part of 1% of something that's going to really, really pop. Right? Imagine if you had an opportunity to be 1% of that mass adopted technology when they were building airplanes. Imagine if you had an opportunity to be a part of that 1% mass adopted technology with electricity. Imagine if you were in that 1% when we start coming up with the idea of computers, cell phones, right? Once we approach 15% mass adoption in any of those mass adopted technologies that I've mentioned, they've just about almost immediately become a way of life and almost a violation of our rights to not have access to those things. So with that being said, think about where you are in the world of crypto when you understand that that dollar is depreciating. You understand the value of what cryptocurrency has to offer in the next 5 to 10 years. You understand that large financial institutions, banks, are now daily accumulating and acquiring crypto, right? The information's out there, guys. It's no secret, right? Because they understand what 5 years from today looks like. And at the end of the day, they still love to, have skin in that game. So if they're making those moves, then why aren't you? Now, the good news is it's never too late, guys. So this is why it's important that you subscribe to the channel, that you stay connected to the updates. And as I said, that you're prepared to utilize this channel as an application-based approach. It's all about specialized knowledge. It's all about how you want to utilize that knowledge. But the key word there is the utilization piece of that. If you've been following my channel, then we've talked for over a month now about different coins that I felt that obviously during a bear nature, instead of running away from cryptos, an opportunity to embrace it, a chance to accumulate. And I really hope that you guys took that advice. I really hope that in the last few weeks, as we've kind of broken down the day-to-day numbers, that you've seen an opportunity to get in and capitalize on some of those margins that you were unaware of beforehand. And if indeed you did, then you're pretty satisfied about where we are today in the market and where things are moving, because if you made those type purchases 2-3 weeks ago, then you've already began early on in this run to see dividends or multiplication signs towards your dollar. And that's what this is all about, guys. So just a few coins that me personally that I have that I'm excited about. We firmly believe that we're approaching a bull run. That is not to say that there will not be any pullbacks that we may experience in the next couple of weeks as we make this run to capitalize on all-time highs. But it is saying that this is an opportunity to begin potentially seeing profits in our investments that we've been very disciplined throughout the year in making. And our hopes are that we can, if anything, begin to see profits that we can take from, towards the end of the year. And then, we'll get in gear and we'll take this thing all the way from the top. And I believe 2022 is, really going to be propelled from the momentum of what we're establishing right now. So I'm very excited about that. The first one, guys, for me is Ethereum. We talk about in terms of the overall value of Ethereum, the smart contracts. You may have heard or grown familiar with hearing about NFTs. Ethereum is kind of that, for a long time, it's been the motherboard of smart contracts. That's one of the things that's made Ethereum so valuable. Ethereum, as you know, is ranked number 2 currently, in crypto. And Ethereum is something to be very, very excited about. So if you are not familiar with Ethereum, just kind of to give you just really some, black and white on Ethereum. Ethereum is a decentralized computing platform that uses ETH, also called Ether, to pay transaction fees. Developers can use Ethereum to run decentralized applications or dApps. The dApps, guys, are one of the things that's very, very valuable as far as Ethereum goes, because it's all about incorporating these coins into everyday use. And that's what the dApps do. The dApps allow you to build other platforms on top of Ethereum. Like I said, the NFTs, the smart contracts, just a few examples. So Ethereum has always, been one of those coins that, people have found value in. Back in May, Ethereum approached an all-time high of about $4,400. All right. And one thing I'll tell you, if you're new to crypto or if you're unaware, Ethereum is one of those coins that really can pump. So when Ethereum gets its momentum and when Ethereum gets going, a lot of times, it's hard to really even, catch Ethereum. So this is an example of one of those coins that, you want to make a fundamentally sound investment in whenever you can and, really allow those type coins to run. Now, again, as I said, scratch what anyone has told you. You cannot time this market. Some people are great when it comes to day trading, but they'll be honest and tell you that, at best, maybe only 70% of the time can, they even execute, because it's hard to really gauge the market. So, that's why I recommend long-term investments, especially with cryptocurrency, because we know it has very high volatility right now. It's not backed by any financial institutions. So, we can be up, 200-300%, then we can be down. So if someone says something negative or FUD, as we call it, a lot of times, and that takes it the other direction. So, this is more, as I said, you want to be in this more for the long term. But Ethereum, in terms of projections, in my personal opinion, I see Ethereum touching 10K this year, guys. All right. I see Ethereum touching 10K this year. And, as I said, if we go, right here today, right now, Ethereum's at $3,279. So, when we talk about, putting, power to our money, that's a 3X play, guys. And, that's for someone who's literally just investing into Ethereum right here today and prepared to see what kind of, phenomenal returns it can potentially bring by the end of the year. Now, imagine if you were an individual that were part of this channel, just 3 short weeks ago, Ethereum was at $1,700, guys. And I was emphasizing over and over that this was a fire sale. Okay. I was telling you that I was accumulating. I was encouraging you to accumulate. I knew that the value and based on what Ethereum had to offer, that was, a lot of mainstream adoption that was manipulating that at the time. They see the value in Ethereum, and let's be honest, guys. I mean, even if I have millions of dollars, do I really want to purchase an Ethereum at $3,500 if I can get it for 17 by just potentially, throwing some uncertainty and doubt? That's an easy 2 for 1, guys. So, what's better than, somebody with $1 billion, somebody with 2 billion. So, that's what it becomes. So Ethereum, long story short, in my personal opinion, it's not too late to get into Ethereum because, again, as I said, based on the value that it has, we know that Ethereum holds value. We know as those smart contracts, as well as, the other updates. I'm sure you've probably heard of Ethereum 2.0, right? It's a lot of talk about that because, if those things, do as expected, guys, that's going to, create phenomenal value for Ethereum. And I look at Ethereum, honestly, more as a long-term investment coin. Based on, projections, Ethereum, when we look at 2025, Ethereum's already been projected to be, anywhere from, $25,000 to $50,000 per coin. So, there's even a lot of talks about Ethereum flipping Bitcoin. So, it's a lot to look out for that. So, as I said, you want to be on the other side of those type catalysts. Cardano or ADA. All right. Cordano works a lot similarly to Ethereum. Cordano is now finalizing smart contracts. I'm sure you've heard of the Alonzo testnet, right? So that's taking place. There are going to be some updates on September 12th that they're going to make about the Alonzo testnet and its progress. So, a lot of people are, right now excited as you see the numbers. Cordano is right now at $2.45. Cordano has made some crazy runs in the last few weeks, especially as more talk or information has been put out there about the test net that's taking place. So, a lot of people are confident that, with those smart contracts and on the other side of September 12th, a lot of people are projecting Cardano to probably see somewhere around the $6 range. All right. Again, it's at $2.45 right now, guys. So as I just mentioned, that's another 3x return. So we're talking about putting power to your money, right? So, where else, in between now and, potentially the next, 4 or 5 months, you're going to see a 3x return, cleared in the bank on your money. So, another opportunity there for you. Now, don't be surprised if Cardano, maybe a day or two prior to September 12th announcement takes a dip, due to skepticism and, FUD as we talk about. But, ultimately, as I said, we're in this for the long term, guys. This isn't a channel, in which we're doing day trading. This is an opportunity to hodl long term and, allow the token to do what it does, plain and simple. Solana, SOL. But this time when we say SOL, guys, I'm not out of luck at all, right? Solana, right now, $75.25. Solana, guys, has been pumping like crazy. Solana has, literally almost doubled just in the last week. If you haven't heard of Solana, you probably have been hiding under a rock. All right. Solana is honestly has projections to see 3 figures this year, guys. So it's at $75 right now. Solana has the potential, in my personal opinion, based on the research and the overall value. I'm big on coins with utilization and value because I understand that, whether they be transferable, whether it be, as I said, the dApps, whether it be, extreme or strong store value, when coins are brought my way, I look into the utilization of it because I understand that that's what keeps those coins sustainable. And, that's what allows those coins to continue to appreciate year after year and, allow us to hold on. Superman, what's going on, man? Appreciate that. Jamie Headley, man. Appreciate you, man. Superman, I've been watching that Dogecoin since we last talked. That bull run advice looking like a for show money prophecy. No doubt, Superman. We talked about that. Glad to see, man, that you're seeing that for yourself, man, because, that run's just really starting to begin, guys. Actually, I'm going to talk about Dogecoin next, man, because, I think it's going to be some news you can use, something that you'll be excited about. So stay down, man. Stay down. Because, that come up is here, man. It's right around the corner, man. Matter of fact, it's no longer even around the corner, man, because we're turning the corner right now. So, look out, man. Hey, man, D Weezy, you already know I know what it is, man. You already know I know what it is, man. So I tell you what, man, let me wrap up on the Solana. Let me explain some value, and then I want to get to that. I want to talk that Doge talk as well as the fourth. Now, Solana, guys, the reason why you want to be excited about Solana, Solana, honestly, guys, is coming for Ethereum and Cardano. All right. It's a reason why I wanted to explain Ethereum and Cordano first, all right? Just some black and white for Solana. Solana is a decentralized computing platform that uses SOL to pay for transactions. Solana aims to improve blockchain scalability by using a combination of proof-of-stake consensus and so-called proof of history. As a result, Solana claims to be able to support 50,000 transactions per second without sacrificing decentralization. All right, I want you to take that in, man. I want you to take that in. So when we talk about the value of Ethereum and the smart contracts and everything, we talk about Cordano, the smart contracts that added value, those dApps, right? Then now you have Solana here. Solana comes in with adding the same value. Solana is now on the tail end of preparing to press forward with smart contracts. 50,000 transactions per second. So, that's one of the areas of opportunity early on with crypto was that, a lot of the transactions, example for Bitcoin, sometimes Bitcoin, believe it or not, could take up to 24 to 48 hours to process, transactions and stuff like that. That was a gift when we got an opportunity to begin getting tokens that could have high appreciation, have all of that same value, and then process very quickly like that, right? So, that's what's been pushing Solana, towards the forefront. Now, Solana, as I said, guys, I'll be honest with you, Solana has outperformed Bitcoin and Ethereum, over the last week or so. So I was telling a friend of mine about Solana about a week ago, and I was saying, hey, Solana is about at $58. Right now, I do see it, getting into the 3 digits probably before the year's out, and before the next week, could really even play out. I mean, Solana was at $79, so now it's kind of clear for everybody to see that it's going to be a 3-digit coin. So with those smart contracts and that value added on top of it, guys, get in gear, be ready for it. All right. Lastly, Dogecoin. Dogecoin, guys. Dogecoin. My Dogecoin community, my Dogecoin family. It's that time of year, guys. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? If we try to track down Doge, right now, you got Doge sitting at 33 cents. You heard Superman right there in the comments say, hey, man, we had that conversation. To actually be exact, Doge was sitting at 20 cents. When me and this brother had this conversation, things were looking real bearish. I say, hey, that last quarter of the year, this is when we make our money, and a bull run is coming. So while everyone's running impatiently, selling to the patient, man, do what you can to accumulate. Even if it's just $1 here, $1 there, man, that stuff. That's what this is about, guys. All right, that's what this is about. If it's one thing that gets me is when people stop me and we have a conversation about crypto, and then people go on to say, oh, I can't afford to get in crypto, guys. If you can afford to, guys, everybody's in here today, buying a $5, $6, $10, whatever it is, frap or whatever else. So, if we have things to just consciously drop $10, $15, $20, eyes closed and things like that, then imagine if we began dropping $10, $15, $20 in things that can appreciate our dollar, right? I mean, it's easy to talk about, Dogecoin now at 30 cents and, I don't have enough money to accumulate or really, break deep into this, right? But, what if I told you, right, that just, 3 years ago, that Dogecoin was less than a penny? Then what would you have said, right? So time, it becomes everything, but it's a behavior that we have to adopt. Guys, we got to get out of the mindset of, I can't afford, and we got to focus our attention towards how we going to afford it. Let me say this again, guys. We got to get out of the mindset of saying or talking about what we say we cannot afford And we have to begin conditioning our minds to saying, how am I going to afford it? And if we condition our mindset to saying, how am I going to afford it? Then now you tasked with something. Now you forced to go in the lab and figure something out and come back with something, guys. And that's going to be the formula to success, whether it be crypto, whether it be day-to-day. This all is about a mindset. And, understanding rather that mentally you need to be in the place that you plan to go long before you get there. So, if you see yourself successful in whatever respective lane it is, right, that your behavior, your attitude, right, the way you're moving, that literally needs to be reflective of it today in order for it to be a reality tomorrow. All right. People can afford it. They're just looking for a quick return instead of sitting on it. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. That's it right there, guys. Guys, if you haven't already, guys, share this video. Other people need to hear this information. A lot of people are really kind of lost in between mixed messages right now, caught in between negativity and all of that. Bless somebody with some positivity, guys, to kind of open their minds up. Give them something that know somebody needs to hear. They may not even be in the world of cryptocurrency, but they may just need to hear this message just in regards to an overall outlook on life and, how we need to tackle this day by day, guys, because, I learned a long time ago that life is a game. And, life provides losses, but life has a lot of great rewards as well. A lot of times it's just a matter of, are we really in the right place to receive the blessing? This is a good point here. A lot of people are looking for quick returns, guys. And I'm sorry, but the cold hard reality is people don't get wealthy like that. All right. When you see people out here and, and they in all these, exotic cars and this and that, trust me, man, you go back and you look at that person's life cycle 10 years, 15 years back, man, they've been focused on the same thing. They just become so obsessed with it. They never put it down. They never let it go. And eventually that dedication and that persistence overwear the resistance of it. And that's when we break loose, guys. Whether it's you that's building your own business, whether, it be, brick and mortar, face to face, whether you're building your YouTube channel, whether you're building your Twitch channel, I know my man Superman is on it, right? We all got to have the same mindset. We got to have the same overall outlook. And the mindset, guys, the money's going to come. But the mindset, guys, you wonder why a lot of people at one point in their lives had money and then they go flat broke, guys. It's the mindset, guys. All right. Because when that person, began to obtain some wealth, instead of them focus on leveling up, building more assets and wallowing in wealth, that person was consumed with fear, guys. And if you have wealth and all you worried about is the fear of failure, the idea of being poor, then the atmosphere is going to manifest just what you threw back. And that's exactly what you'll receive. But if you always see yourself successful, you always see yourself wealthy, even if you lose some money, you'll never lose the process because you trust that. So you'll get back on your horse. You'll find another way. You ever see people that fall off and you notice they all of a sudden you see them right back on top again? It's the mindset, guys. Doge. Guys, the strength of Dogecoin, honestly, is in the community that it has to bring. People are excited about Dogecoin. A lot of Dogecoin's community or individuals that have come aboard within this last year, especially, around that big bull run that we had back in March. I'm sorry, rather back in May. And, a lot of new investors, kind of got frightened because keyword new investors, right? When things began to go the opposite direction, they weren't certain if, it was worth the investment. A lot of people pulled out. But as you see, Dogecoin is beginning to pump. Like I say, I had a conversation literally less than a month ago. Dogecoin was at 20 cents. It's at 33 cents. So, if you took heed to that, you've almost doubled your money already. And we're extremely early in this bull run. In my personal opinion, guys, there's no single way that Dogecoin does not touch $1 in 2021, guys. I want to say that again. In my personal opinion, all right, there's no way that Dogecoin does not see $1 while we're still within 2021. Now, if you understand this game, you understand that there are going to be pullbacks. Next year we are, of course, as with every year, we're going to go through what we call consolidation phases, right? And a lot of times when those corrections take place, and obviously that's, anywhere from about, 1 to 10% of a correction that we see there. A lot of times are pullbacks that take place throughout the year. That's going to happen. That's the game of crypto. But I would expect to, see this touch at least $1 at the end of the year. All of us be able to make some returns on it, potentially gather some profit. And as I said, be prepared to, get in gear for next year and prepare to get back to accumulating. And now that you've peeped the game, right, load up more, right? So that way for next year's bull run, right, we just continue and adding this stuff on. It's levels to it, guys. That's the simplest way to say this stuff. So no, we will not get rich overnight. Yes, we will get rich. No, we will not get rich overnight. Yes, we will get rich, guys, one day at a time. So we're going to keep our eye on the prize and we're going to stay focused. And most importantly, guys, we're going to apply ourselves. So with this information, do something with it if you thought it was valuable. Share this with somebody if you thought it was valuable. Hey, man, if you got to say, you know what, no pizza, tonight, man, I'm going to take that 20, I'm going to take that $30, I'm going to buy me some more Dogecoin or, I'm going to put this down in, this other coin that, I think is going to pop, man. Now's the opportunity to do that. And then guess what, guys? On the back end, we could eat all the pizza we want. See, matter of fact, on the back end, we can provide pizzas for the whole block. That's what this is about, guys. All right, but we're doing this one day at a time. But on this channel, we're here to, focus on day by day becoming a better individual, but also strengthening our portfolios and building our overall wealth. We out there hustling and grinding day to day, but we want to be able to put our money on some level of steroids, and this is a great way to do it. So continue to invest. I'm glad to hear that people are saying, I took your advice. I jumped down in something. I put a couple of dollars here that I wouldn't use in here because now here's an opportunity. Hey man, pat yourself on the back because a bull run is ahead and you caught right in between it now. So especially if you're from Texas like we are, man, we know about bulls on parades. You know what I mean? We know about hopping on that bull's back. So we know to spur up and hold on tight. We're gonna do just that. Or instead of buying that $10 number, I was buying one. All right. Hey, D Weezy gonna give you opportunity to say otherwise. Just go ahead and just kind of liquidate that thing and have. I'm with that, man. Whatever works, but hopefully you guys got that. The moral of the story is, we only gonna earn so much, guys. Your job is only gonna pay so much. If you're an entrepreneur, we understand how hard it is, out there. So we only gonna rake in so much. We already know that ultimately, if I'm a business owner, I shouldn't be spending the money that I accumulate the first year or two that comes in anyway. Right. So we got to find ways to stretch that dollar, man. A lot of people have been doing that for the longest, guys. I've just been waiting on everybody to begin to see the light and start catching on to the winning formula. Like I say, a lot of people have been doing this for years, man. They've been making fundamentally sound decisions. They've been, getting in a circle of people of investing. They've been showing them the ropes. They've been kind of pointing them here, pointing them there. They've been putting their money where their mouth is, man. And a lot of these people, man, they retiring, but it ain't from their jobs. They got sizable investments, guys, that they know that if they never work again, that money's gonna continue to work for itself. And financial freedom is really what I want to achieve, and hopefully you want to achieve. I know it's some things that you love doing in your free time, hobbies and stuff like that, that a lot of times these days you probably can't do. Why? Because I don't have the time. I got to be to work. I don't have the money. I got a lot of money, but I can't get away from work. We're dealing with all this kind of stuff. So investments, guys, that's going to be it. That's going to always be the wave. For me, like I said, you cannot save yourself the wealth. That's overrated. Our grandparents did that stuff. They saved money and they turned out okay. Your game should be a little more innovative at this point. You got entirely too many plays out there right now going on that allow you to, be able to find ways to multiply your dollar the way you don't have to worry about a 1 or 2% in a savings account. Guys, are you kidding me? I'm putting money in a savings account. Money's going to sit there for the entire year. The bank's going to lend my money out to everybody else. And then when I come back to it at the end of the year, I've made 1% on my money. And then in the world of cryptocurrency, you got guys that have invested in cryptocurrency or accumulated just since we had a conversation 2 weeks ago and have made 15 to 20% on their investments in 2 to 3 weeks. Right? Is are we financially literate or what? So that, that's what this becomes, guys. Superman says, true facts. If you earn $50K a year from 20 to 65, that's only 2.2 mil. That ain't enough. Gotta invest to get a bigger bag. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's all I'm saying. We were kids, guys. We used to think that, 100K was a lot of money and, stuff like that. Somebody got 100K in the bank and, we thought if somebody had 100K in the bank, man, they could retire, man. And, you get of age, you start paying bills and want finer things and stuff like that, man. And you realize that if all you got is 100K, that means next year, I'll be back working, man. So cost of living, it's going up, man. Let's look at inflation, right? The cost of dollar of that dollar, man, is depreciating. Everything that you was paying 99 cents for, it's $1.29 now. Everything that was $9.99, when you go to the register now, you go in there with with your $10 and odd change, man. They saying it's $11.99 now. You didn't know? You see, so we got to find ways to keep up with this, and as long as we in the funk that we in, U.S. Treasury been printing out money like crazy, but everybody been unemployed, and economy's really been in the funk. Used vehicles now are more now. If I bought a car last year, it is appreciated. It's higher this year. You got car companies trying to buy cars back from you. Come on, man. This isn't real life. So, how do we fix this? Inflation is how they're going to fix this, which means that they're going to start hitting you upside the head for stuff. Supply cannot meet the demand anymore. Let's look at real estate. Man, it ain't even enough lumber out there no more to even build houses. We got people, sitting around waiting on houses to get built. There ain't even no lumber out there to even build it, man. You see what I'm saying? So, when we dealing with stuff like this, man, guys, you got to find an antidote. All right, you got to be futuristic with this, because I'm gonna tell you, mark my words, man. 5 years from now, everybody is gonna claim that they familiar and knowledgeable of cryptocurrency. Let's timestamp that right now, okay? I said it first, man. 5 years from now, everybody you know is going to claim to fame that they're either in cryptocurrency or that they already are familiar and know the ins and the outs of cryptocurrency. Why is that? All right. Look up what we call the S curve of adoption. All right. Which is created by the bell curve of adoption. All right. Let me say that again for those that may have missed that. Okay. To help you to understand, why I make the point that I made. All right. In 5 years, every circle that you're in, someone's claim to fame is going to be that they're already in cryptocurrency or that they already are knowledgeable and aware of cryptocurrency and everything that it has to offer. That's going to be the claim to fame in just 5 years. Guys, y'all see how quick these years go by, right? Why is that? Because, again, the bell curve of adoption, or what we know as the S curve of adoption in which it creates, okay, is research. Okay, when you look at that curve, you'll see that you have that first 2.5%, all right, which are considered to be your innovators. So right now, those of us that are invested in cryptocurrency, we innovators, guys. It's proven. It's in black and white. It's fact. We are innovators. Okay, the first 2.5% are called innovators. When you move from there, then you have about 13.5%. After that first 2.5% of people that invest, then you have the 13.5%, which is that next level. Those are what we call early adopters. So I have my innovators at 2.5, then I have my early adopters at 13.5%. So these are the people that are considered to be very, very early adopting this technology and right there in it. Then from there, you have 33% of what you call your early majority. Then that next 33% is going to be your late majority. So that's when everything is, really hopped on like crazy. That first early majority of 33%, they running there real quick and seeing this what they do, monkey see, monkey do. That other 33% runs in there. Then that last 16% that you'll see there, guys, is what you call your phobics or your laggards. All right. So these are the people that are probably so skeptical, doubtful that they probably never even jump into it. All right. So, well, where you going with that crypto, Waymo? You're saying all that to say what? What I'm saying is that right now, crypto has 1% of people that are currently invested in it, which means that you're in the, what we call the innovative phase, right? That first 2.5%. If you invest in crypto right now, you're in that first 2.5%. You are considered an innovator right now, right? So when you look back at that bell curve of adoption that I just talked about, and you leverage and you look at the facts on it, you'll find that every mass adopted technology catches on at about 15%. Okay? Again, I spoke to it earlier. Cell phones, computers, electricity, airplanes, okay? All of these are examples of what we call mass adopted technologies. So believe it or not, at one point, all of those things that I've mentioned just had a group of innovators standing behind it with conviction that, this was worthy of being a way of life. Okay? So all of those mass adopted technologies that I just mentioned, once each of those mass adopted technologies approached 15%, they just completely exploded, guys. They completely exploded once it approached 15% mass adoption. Look at the internet. It took 30 years for the internet to get to 15% mass adoption. However, when the internet approached 15%, it exploded, and 10 years later, it's almost a violation of rights to not provide you access to the internet. Think about that. A mass adopted technology that becomes so much of a way of life, right, that we can't live without it. So if all of these technologies, took fire like this at about 15%, then hopefully you understand why you being in 1% of the new wave, the new age of cryptocurrency. I mean, Mark Cuban has proclaimed that. Elon Musk has proclaimed that, right? A lot of people are whales in the market that have billions and billions of dollars have proclaimed that they understand that their dollar will serve worth and value in the future in cryptocurrency. So if somebody, values their billions of dollars to that degree, we can value our couple of hundred, to the same degree. I mean, I want to put my couple of hundred on this. I want to inject my couple of hundred with the same steroid juice that they put in their billions in, right? So, if that's the case, guys, and I'm telling you right now, you're at 1%, then you own. There's no other way of looking at it. So when you look at that and you compare that to other mass adopted technologies, research, we just have to leverage the facts. So if we understand that they take off at about 15%, and let me just make it just plain and simple why that's the reality, why 15%, because I know someone's asking, well, what's so magic about the 15%, right? Well, because research shows that, the average American typically communicates or has 5 to 7 people in their immediate circle, or 5 to 7 people, that they, literally kind of, overall, relate or cohabitate with, however that goes. So that's where that 15% comes from. Because if you look at 15%, that's just about 1 out of every 7, right? So that means that if we approach 15% of mass adoption with crypto, then that means that just about 1 out of every 7 person, seventh person is either invested in crypto or is pretty well knowledgeable of it. So now it's going to be hard to be in a circle of people and someone not be prepared to have a digital wallet available to show, or at least have some degree of knowledge to support crypto and what it has to offer. So I'm happy, as I said, that we could really follow this journey together, guys. It's a great opportunity, as I said, for us to have a common ground, be passionate about our investments, and work hard to be able to continue to fuel those investments, or to continue to accumulate in crypto. So, like I said, guys, if you haven't already invested in crypto, no worries. You're so early in the game, as I said, trust me, you're futuristic with this type of a play, because no offense, but you're about 5 years ahead of the typical guy. Like I said, that mass adoption that I just laid out to you, plain and simple, that mass adoption, takes place in about, the next 5 years or so. Once those financial institutions begin to, affirmatively back crypto. Now, here's the catch. All of those banks, they're accumulating right now, guys. They just have not proclaimed or expressed that they're backing crypto, but they're not going to miss this wave. Those people have made sure that they have accumulated, so when this transitions, they right in place. They don't want to miss this wave, just as you don't. They actually want to grab your claim to fame, because they understand that this is decentralization, right? We're moving away from the traditional banks and how they work, right? So banks, do you think that they really want to miss out on that opportunity? Or do you really feel that, banks are going to have to humble themselves, and they're going to have to transition into what crypto has to offer? It's the latter of the two, guys. Cryptocurrency is not going anywhere, okay? To be honest with you, cryptocurrency will probably have appreciation for the next 100 years. So, your kids will be excited about their portfolios and the appreciation of it. So that's what I mean when I call you an innovator right now, right? Because your kids are saying, man, my great-great-grandfather, handed this portfolio down to his son or his daughter and da-da-da-da-da. So here we are 100 years removed, and they're saying, you know what? My great-great-grandfather stepped out with this. It was very futuristic, only 1% at that time. At that time, it'd very easily be 50 to 75% invested, right? So don't miss this, guys. Superman, as you said, some athletes, Superman says some athletes do it now. Superman, you're absolutely right, man. If you check my Instagram out, you'll notice that I posted a few things about that, man. Saquon Barkley, I know Superman is a football guy. Saquon Barkley actually accepted a lot of his bonuses in Bitcoin, during signing this year, man. Which was, kind of, huge opportunity to show that he saw the value in strengthening his dollar, man. So, a lot of that is taking place. Peyton Manning, man, is him and his brother are really deep off into the NFT aspect of it. There's several people, man, just NFL-wise that have jumped in and decided that they want to get dividends paid with crypto long-term. Soccer, same thing. Soccer is now paying some of its top players portions of their incentives. Lionel Messi, for example, portions of their dividends through crypto, right? There's even now a top soccer team that now wears Dogecoin, right here on their jersey now, right? To, reinforce mainstream exposure to it. And then I posted, I believe this a day or two on my Instagram, basketball, Cade Cunningham, all right? Number one top pick in the NBA this year, drafted over to the Detroit Pistons. He also has signed a deal where his signing bonus for that number one pick, guys, will be paid out in crypto. All right. So, absolutely, Superman, a great example of people understanding that while this is appreciating, now is the time to be involved in it and, recognizing that, hey, honestly, a lot of people that are accumulating crypto at this point, the last thing we're thinking about is spending this because we understand the appreciating value of it. Hats off to those athletes. I think those are the real innovators of the sport. I honestly think they're going to change the game, and I think that you're going to begin to find gradually more and more athletes jumping on board. Because, as I said, here's what you got to look at, guys. If I get paid $10 million and this other guy gets paid $10 million, well, his $10 million is depreciating, right? We've already talked about the depreciating dollar. Right? So if his 10 million is not even really worth a real 10 million, if we understand that there's a 7% surplus in money right now, due to inflation, right? Whereas this other guy that got that $10 million contract, his 10 million in the next 5 years is easily 75 to 80 million worth of digital assets, guys. Right? So, now, I can now if we do this the right way, I don't have to bank on all these other future contracts that I get in the league. When I get that first contract, right, even though that first contract is probably subpar, $1 million or $2 million or whatever it is, if I invest or if I have that first contract structured appropriately, I can put myself in a situation where I drop a couple of hundred of thousands of appreciating asset dollars into crypto, and that already almost equates to that next salary that I plan on signing 3 or 4 years from now. Isn't that something? 3 or 4 years from now, I could have already accumulated based on that investment and already have the net worth of the next salary that I'm looking to sign for. That's financial literacy, guys. All right. And, as I said, we got to stay true to this. And like I said, don't lose focus because I want to be clear. Yeah, I'm excited right now. We're approaching a bull market right now. Everything's appreciating right now. As I said, we're going to see some all-time highs very soon, guys. Ethereum is projected to reach its all-time high of $4,400 before Bitcoin reaches its current all-time high of 65K. All right. There are some micro strategists that are saying that Bitcoin sees 200K this year, guys. Okay, a coin that's right now at subpar 50K, they're saying this thing's going to run to close to 200K, guys. Ride the bulls, ride the wave, guys. Now, get on. If you're not on yet, it's not too late. Get on now. All right, and you'll thank yourself later. That's really all I really have today, guys. I wanted to recap. So just as we recap, we talked about Ethereum, and we talked about the value of Ethereum. My prediction, I see Ethereum at 10K, guys, by the end of the year. So I'm very, very excited about that. Then we went on to talk about Cordano, right? Those new enhancements, the new updates, the smart contracts that they're finalizing with Cordano, are going to do wonders for it in value. Like I said, Cordano. My prediction, my personal opinion, I see Cardano at $6, guys. That's a 3x return almost from where we stand right here today. And honestly, if you get in now, you're awfully late. All right, Solana, right? Solana, trust me. Anybody that has experience in the crypto world, they talking about Solana right now. Because we're watching closely because, based as I said on the margin, Solana has outperformed all the other coins that provide smart contracts right now. If Solana continues to pump like that, Solana can really do a lot of damage. And, as I said, Solana was at about $58 just, this time last week. Solana, I saw a high of almost, I believe, $81, $82 just this week alone. So Solana, we look to see definitely triple digits by the end of the year. So, look out for that one. Again, more of a long-term investment. Like I said, Ethereum right now is, about $3,300. Don't be surprised when you see Solana, bringing some of those same numbers. And then, of course, lastly, to my Dogecoin family, as I said, Doge may not have, if you notice, doesn't have the utility as a lot of the other coins that I talked about. However, it does have the community, guys. And that's one of the strongest things that works for Bitcoin is the fact that, the people believe in it. The people get behind it. I was just telling a friend earlier today, Dogecoin has this certain type attitude about them. There was a B-word conference that took place last month. It's a Bitcoin conference. You had top people in the market there. You had Jack Dorsey there, who's CEO of Twitter. You also had Elon Musk was there. Obviously, Tesla. Kathy Wood was there. And now Dogecoin's community is now establishing or putting together a conference. So I'm not sure exactly when it will be, but there's going to be a Dogecoin conference, guys. What is this? This is another catalyst. This is another thing to get people talking about Dogecoin. It's another thing to drive or strengthen the community and get everybody on the same page. I plan to attend that conference. I'm going to keep an eye out on any updates or as everything comes to fruition. I'm going to attend wherever it is, matters not. I'm going to attend that conference. And, I want to provide information live to you from that conference if you don't have an opportunity to attend as well. But that backing, that community of Dogecoin is very strong. It continues to grow. I'll be totally honest with you. I think it's going to create some extreme highs soon just because of the fact that there's what we call FOMO. Okay, FOMO. Take a look at my crypto terms you can use. One of those I had in there was FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. Trust me, when Doge touches about 40, 45 cents, that's going to be a lot of money pouring into Dogecoin, because a lot of people will have the fear of, oh my, I'm missing this wave again. This thing's exploding, and I didn't take time to invest. So that's going to be a lot of FOMO going on, and in turn, people are going to be buying into Dogecoin to try not to miss these returns, and in turn, they're going to drive Dogecoin higher. That's how this works, guys. All right. So, don't be surprised if in the next, couple of weeks, Dogecoin sees anywhere from 40 to 45 cents. Okay. Do not be surprised if within the next couple of weeks, next week or two or so, if Dogecoin does not spike to 40 to 45 cents. Okay. And if so, this is going to be very bullish for us. This is going to be good news. As I said, all this is going to do is create that talk, create that conversation going. People are going to buy the rumor. People are going to find out that, oh, I sold all of my Doge. Whoa, are you telling me that same thing that was at 17 cents when I got disinterested in it is now at 45 cents? Oh, man, I got to get back in, right? You know how that works, right? And in turn, right, what's going to happen? They're going to drive it up, guys. So, Superman, sit back and be prepared for that, man. Like I said, 40 to 45 cents, man, in the next couple of weeks, man, which is, a few night naps. And from there, you're going to see this thing have an explosion based on FOMO. That's the free game that I have, guys, for today. Obviously a ton of more information to come. I want to focus on just a few things at a time, though. And, then that way we can probably go in, we can execute, and then we can kind of come back and we can revisit. But like I said, for right now, those are kind of the primary talks, of course, with Bitcoin, right? Needless to say, being the king of the market, of course, we're watching Bitcoin. We want Bitcoin to go over 50K. That's where it's been experiencing some resistance. If it can go over 50K, this overall market probably goes bullish, guys. And, all of the altcoins probably follow suit and follow that pattern as well. So, look out for that. But otherwise, guys, good stuff today. Definitely be looking at, look out, look out. And don't be afraid to come to me, Superman, in the next week or two, man, and say, you know what? I see it, man, because it's coming, man. 40 to 45 cents, man. Dogecoin will be there in the next couple of weeks. And like I said, man, my personal opinion, asking Dogecoin to see $1, man, that's a very modest request. I just put it like that. It's a very modest request because, like I said, once we see that 40 to 45, that's when these new investors come in. They start, jumping into the FOMO because they're afraid they're going to miss out. They're going to drive that bad boy to those all-time highs that we saw back in May. Dogecoin went as high as about almost close to 75 cents. So, get ready for that. But also, as I said, it's a part of free game. Also, recognize this market it's a roller coaster. If you ever been to Astroworld, you understand. This is one of those high attraction roller coasters. So, we're going to see some dips. But we also understand that's not a time to get upset. Or, oh, man, he didn't tell him this. No. I'm telling you that it's going to drop. I'm telling you there's going to be dips. But what am I also telling you? Crypto Waymo is telling you that I'm buying the dips. That's what I'm doing. I'm telling you that I'm not mad when things dip. I'm telling you that the dip give me an opportunity to buy more. I can go ahead and get a short squeeze in there, right? So then that way, when this thing goes back, because I understand the conviction and the value of it, when this coin goes back up to these all-time highs, that's a few more, pieces of crumbs that I'm going to add to my portfolio. And we realize that, if I can gather enough crumbs, I got a slice of bread. And, that's really all we're trying to grab here. Everybody's slice of bread is out there, guys. We just got to put ourselves in position. Go get it. You got the knowledge, apply the knowledge and, let your money work for you. All right. So, if this information was valuable, guys, then what we'll begin doing, every Saturday, we'll hook up, we'll go live, And, we'll talk about what's going on in the market. We'll talk about some numbers. Feel free to ask me some, questions or some inquiries you have throughout the week about coins, or, honestly, if you have some coins you'd even like me to look into or that you've heard about, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that, guys. That's what Crypto Waymo is all about, is leveraging the information and making sure I get it to you, and that I get it to you quickly and efficiently. We're growing. This channel now, as I said, has over 1,200 followers, guys, in just about 6 weeks. So I couldn't have done it without you guys. I hope that I can continue to grow and propel off this momentum. And I hope that I can get this positive and informative message out to more and more people from 1 week to another. So, tell other people about it. Like I said, if you haven't already, share this live so you can, hear, obviously, what content we had to discuss. And, wherever you find, fit, implement or apply this information. That's the most important thing. I'd love you to be aware of the information. But, we're here to get rich, guys. So, the main thing is, you got to do something with this stuff. So definitely appreciate the continued support, as always. But, like I said, if any additional coins, just this year alone, guys, and this is January, there were 9,000 coins in the market. As of right now, they're already over 14,000 coins just since January. So that's 5,000 coins. So they continue to grow. So we want to try to focus on the coins that we have, the highest level of utilization. That's really more so what I'd like to do. We can talk about different coins, but let's be prepared to talk about the value. What makes you even curious about this coin? Let's start there first, and then that'll give us a foundation we can build on, and we can do the research together. And then hopefully, as I said, through this channel, we can make educated decisions, that help establish and build us wealth, guys. All right, and it's just that simple. All right. So keep an eye out for, any additional updates that may come about. But otherwise, guys, enjoy your weekend. I'm definitely enjoying mine. I'm just kind of sitting back, loving the idea of this bull run that we're getting ready to approach, guys. So this gives me more of a reason, guys, to be financially free. So, hopefully that's your goal too. So otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And it's been real.